windshield, you know. I got this little sticky thing so you can hang on the windshield and I don't have to touch you. You are now officially a hands-free device. So, I was going to tell you something or other. I have no idea what it was now. That's the way it is. Oh, I can't find my phone. I can't believe they cemented a foundation there. And yet it was way below freezing, like negative, I don't know, 10 or 20. Maybe not 20. But it was really cold, and cement won't harden at really cold temperatures. So they're going to have a cracked foundation. Which is bad news. A lot of blowing and drifting snow here. Anyway, it is -7 Celsius. Figure that out. 32 subtract 7 plus half again, or twice as much. So it's pretty cold Fahrenheit. It's damp too. It's much colder when it's close to freezing than when it's like negative 30, negative 20. The frost in the air, or the humidity in the air, all freezes out, clings to things, or drops on the ground like snow. But it's dry. But today it's really a cold, damp freeze. There's no windbreaker along that whole area. So it just drifts for miles. Anyway, I was going to tell you about having too many things happening. And you can focus on all the crap, or you can just focus on the good part. Praying is really good, but you know what? I'm just so overwhelmed to have prayed. I have a lot on my plate. Mostly cookies. So much for the good weight loss thing I was doing. So the plumber and the electrician are at our house today. That car was the same color as the road. It was black, but it had a lot of salt on it, so it was just the same color as the road. Anyway, what I was going to say. Oh, this guy looks nice with rose-colored glasses on. So I'm leaving the house, where the electrician has just pulled all of our kitchen cupboards out so that he can fish the wires down below where the cupboards are going to show them. All these huge base cupboards. But he's going to put in 3 outlets. That'll be good. And there'll be those 20 outlets. So the electrician's doing that. He's also fishing wires. He's got a helper today. So he's fishing wires up through our sandy basement, our sandy cellar. And he is putting in little heaters, replacing the heaters that he put in the bathrooms, one bathroom, because it's not recommended for around water. No water. Anyway, this other one doesn't say anything like that, so I think it's okay around in bathrooms. But the heat comes out the top. He thinks it should come out the front. I thought it came out the front when I looked at it. It was a little tiny heater. It's just perfect for that little area. The plumber said that they often go and blow out pipes before people go away in the winter. So I guess that's just what we're going to have to do in the future, is have our pipes blown out. He says that there are places that trap the water when it goes this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. But that's no good. Is that where I'm supposed to turn? Yeah, don't think so. Anyway, so the plumber is there to put in the vanity and to replace all the taps. But they're just going to get the vanity, get the area ready, and we'll do the drywall first. Then we'll put in the vanity. I don't know how he's going to get the vanity and past the toilet. if he puts the toilet in today. I don't think he's going to put the toilet in today. But the insurance wants the toilet in before the end of the month. By a plumber. Because the last one was leaking. And they don't want any floods happening anymore. There's also a problem with the downstairs drain. The septic tank, the drain is leaking from the downstairs toilet. So it stinks down there. How awful. And that's where they've got to work. So they're going to fix that. So the electrician is fishing wires, doing outlets, doing heaters. And he's supposed to do fans. And then, but he's got so many things, I don't think he'll ever finish. Anyway, and then the electrician's doing all that. Meanwhile, my little girl had a baby on Monday morning, early. And her husband went to work today, so I get to go and be grandma and be a helpful grandma today. So I abandoned all of my responsibilities with the plumber and the thing. They're just going to do their own thing, I guess. And I told them what to do. Couldn't find my phone. Lost in that house somewhere. I think it's up in the bedroom now that I think about it. Anyway, so that's the story from here. Here in the Situation Room, where it's all happening. And you can do this at home. That's right, go away and don't leave enough heat on. And your pipes will all break. Okay, well, take care. See you later. Maybe I'll even upload this. Bye-bye.
Good morning, Nancy today. How are you this morning? Well, the sun is shining. It's been melting outside. It's getting to be spring thaw. That's a season here. I just thought I would say hello. You know, through all these troubles and problems I've been having, I forgot to turn to the Lord. It's really important to turn to the Lord and trust in the Lord. And say to yourself when you're full of worry, you know, you're worrying and you can't sleep, and say, I don't know what the future is, but the Lord does. And just trust the Lord. It's real important. So it's a sunny day today. Look at that sunshine. And look at this. I bought crocuses. And they're blooming. Aren't they pretty? Do you know, if you save the stamen, the yellow part of the middle of the crocuses, purple crocuses, that is saffron. Saffron is very expensive if you buy it as a herb, as a spice, or whatever it is. Anyway, you only get a few little stamens, and it costs you like $5. I think there's maybe the same amount of stamen in those crocuses there as in a little box of saffron. Anyway, the sun is shining. How lovely. The sun is shining. Okay, I'll talk to you later. You have a wonderful day. Today's General Conference, you can watch it. It's at lds.org. www.lds.org. General Conference is so awesome. There's prophets and apostles, and they talk to us, and they just help us get through life. And they give us all kinds of scriptural advice and stories, and it's just really nice to listen to them. And it's good. If you go with a problem, usually you come away having a solution to your problem. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Have you ever been interested in saffron? It's an herb. You add it to pasta and it tastes amazing. Well, you find it. You can harvest it yourself. It is in the middle. It is the yellow stamen in purple crocuses. Good morning, it's Nancy today. Well, I thought I would show you some of the changes. This is the guest room, and there's the window. I figured out a way to put the trim on. You frame it the same as you framed it before, but you frame it with 2x2s on the outside. And they go on that frame. Now this isn't nailed in yet, so I'm going to pull the whole thing out, and I'm going to put that 2x2 frame on the outside of the window. And then I'm going to put it back in and nail it in place. And this is the changes outside now. I'm not feeding the deer anymore. I miss them. I'm letting the raccoons and squirrels clean it up. You can see that the far bank of the pond is showing up. The pond is not frozen yet, but I thought I better stop feeding the deer because they now have access to grazing material. They can now get to the ground in places. Not over here, of course. This is all still frozen solid. So anyway, that's from this room. That's a painting Elida painted. I'm going to put that painting up in our room. So it's Nancy today. I bet you want to see the bathroom, right? Okay, these are the changes. So we now have a light switch here. This is not finished. And look at the bathroom. We have a toilet. And we have a heater above the toilet. And we have a new tap there. And I brought this thing up. And we have a light here. Look at this beautiful light. I have to turn it off so you can see it. And we have a little fan. Hello. And I hung up my little towels. I have this little night light. We have a GFI plug up here. Hello, it's Nancy today. Well, I'm going to show you our bedroom. This is our view out the old window. Crocus is here. That's the view, and there's the teepee, which needs a lot of work to be beautiful, but inside it's always beautiful. Willem is going to take those white poles and take it all down to his garden by the pond, and he's going to put chicken wire around it and use it for a fence to keep the deer out of his garden. Nice, eh? So these are the other windows in our bedroom. This is our bed. There's our lovely chair. That's what Willem puts his feet on. And that's the view out this window. And that's the view out the other window. And I put the painting back up in the hallway. That's, can't see it because of the reflection, but it's monarchs. He's going to put a fan up here. This fan, to be specific, with a light on it. I've been clearing these off, trying to make order out of this. So far, that's all the tools we're using in our laundry basket. And as I said, this is the bathroom. Isn't it beautiful? We still have some more mudding we're working on, and we've got to finish that up. I've got to put the caulking along the edge there. I put this edging in, and I put this trim on. We have a heater with a thermostat here so we can warm it up. Oh, and let me show you this toilet. This is for a little flush, and this is for a big flush. You see, it just pushes part of it down. And that's so you push that one, you get a little flush. And you push the other one, you get a big flush. And we now have a light here that works, as well as this one that works. And of course you've seen this in here with the new window. This is just a little bit of what's been going on up here. Isn't that awesome? He's also going to put a fan on the ceiling up here. It's a sloped ceiling. I changed that light there. It's a sloped ceiling, so there'll be a fan with a light on it up there. And that's right, that's it. Okay, update on what's happened upstairs. We're still mudding all these walls from the last time. Stuff is still not done properly. So we have chaos in the weaving room. Total chaos. So he came in and he replaced this fixture. And have to mud all that. We took down all the books up along there because the bookcase fell down. So I think maybe we'll just put these two here. The shelf, the drawer for that is over there. And I got all these boards. I think what Willem wanted to do was to make this here into one big bookcase that goes down. So I think we'll do that here. And this fixture is now in properly. I straightened up this wire and hung all my antler baskets on it. Made these with antlers. Oh, not that one. Can't see the antler on that one. So this room has had changes. We also now have a thermostat here, which turns on, you can hear it? Hello, it's Nancy today. Well, I'm back in my hammock. I'm on the hill by the house, and I'm here where so many times the deer walked all winter long. They came up that pathway. Can't see the pathway probably. And over on that hillside, that's where they sleep. Now we have birds here. Spring has come, and I'm lying out here in my hammock. I'm in the shade of this tree. You can't really see me very well. Oh well, that's not my problem, is it? There. Anyway, I'm listening to conference out here. My laptop is on my lap. It's wonderful. It's just wonderful. And you know, one of the talks, they said to be grateful, even in times of trouble. Not so much to count your blessings, but be grateful that you're having trials. Grateful for what, that you're having these experiences, even though they don't go the way you want them to go. But just to be grateful for everything. And that brings you joy. I had forgotten that. I used to know that. Being grateful is such an important thing. No matter how bad life seems, if you're grateful for even the terrible problems, then you'll be happy. There you go. Ta-ta. So here we have, whoa, look at that! A fan and a light. That's wonderful. This is great. And we can turn it on and the heat will be pulled into here from the other room.
That's right. Well, yeah, you also got the heater in here, Nancy.
Yeah, that's right.
That'll keep you warm.
That'll burn money and this will burn. So what you doing now? Putting the wires up against the...
Yeah, I cleaned up a few wires there, stapled some up, and cleaned some up.
Well, I can really see that dripping there.
Yep. Trim those or do something with them because they're a little long. Quarter of an inch each. Let's take them down.
Do you want me to see if I can find shorter screws?
No, that's fine. I got a tool in my little pouch where I can fix them.
I'm filming you.
That's all right.
can hold it for you if you want.
No, it's fine. We'll get it. I just don't want it falling down. Just for a minute. Cut these back. No, we're laughing, Nancy.
What was that?
You're red here. Your tank's overheating or something. Look how crispy those wires are.
Well, that must be why the fuse is blown.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take off the wires and
So is that because the element is broken?
I don't know. It's the first time I've ever seen that on a hot water tank. That should be on its own. You shouldn't be drawing any more than. Look at that. So just black. Just black. Those aren't the proper Moretz for on here though. I don't think. They look like aluminum Moretz. That could be part of the problem. Aluminum Moretz. Even this one here is getting kind of crispy.
Good grief. Well, I'm glad our breaker turns off.
Let's see. There's power.
Yeah, the power's off. That doesn't matter, eh?
No, that's fine. There's a wire missing on this one. Where is that? It's there. Okay. There's the screwdriver. No, I gotta have the power off to test it. Well, for this part of it anyways. Could also be your thing here that's shot too. Like you never know. I think your elements are I think both of them were busted. Why I don't know. But
Well, we emptied the tank to go to Georgia,
yeah,
and then I don't know if the tank filled back up when we turned the water on or not.
that could be why. That could be a reason why these are like that. But it looks like this looks old. Doesn't look like it's. I don't think that's been like that for a while. Hard to say. Like I said, until I start. But you should have continuity all across. You don't on that one, so that one's gonna have to come out. So that element shot.
Now, when you start replacing elements, are you better off to just get another hot water tank?
I'll have to price them out. What's the price for a new hot water tank?
I don't know. A few $100s. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, about 20 years ago, we got this one, no, 10 or 20
If
years
you want to
ago.
call,
It was $400 then.
it was how much?
It was $400 then, and it's
$400
probably more.
It might be about 600, but there might be calcium in the tank
How
too.
old's the tank?
15 years?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. We got it one replaced when we lived here, but not too long after we moved in.
So what's that, 18 years?
They normally last about 20 years.
So maybe it's just time to get a new tank.
You might want to look into that.
Yeah, if it's that old, yeah.
I mean, we could replace the tanks and you might get some more time. You do have most shit in here too, eh?
Yeah. Oh, in the tank itself?
Yeah. I don't know how they were getting in there, as these tanks are pretty well sealed, but. Some
All right, well, how about we just go get a hot water tank and we'll forget about this one and fixing it.
It's up to you. Like I said, we can get, you know, we might get another 10 years out of it. The tank itself doesn't look all that bad.
Okay. So how can you tell how much calcium is in there, though?
You really can't.
You gotta drain it and
Unless
look at,
unless I drain it. Is this thing, like, how do you drain this thing? Is it
The
really
tap is right there, and then it can just, the basement is sand, so it can just go through the sand.
So both your elements are shot.
Okay, well then.
So now we gotta, it's up to you. You want me to disconnect it and you'll get a
Yeah, we'll
tank?
just disconnect it and get
Yeah.
another tank.
yeah, because the,
It's likely that there's a lot of
You'll-
calcium in
you'll
there.
have to call a plumber, but if you're gonna drain that in the basement, there's no way I'm gonna be able to work in there today with all the
Okay.
water.
Oh, you mean in the fishing wires? He's got to get a wire, go up into the bathroom.
So here we have, whoa, look at that! A fan and a light. That's wonderful. This is great. And we can turn it on and the heat will be pulled into here from the other room.
That's right. Well, you also got the heater in here, Nancy.
Yeah, that's right.
That'll keep you warm.
That'll burn money and this will burn. So what you doing now? Putting the wires up against the...
Yeah, I cleaned up a few wires there, stapled some up, and cleaned some up.
Well, I can really see that dripping there.
Yep. Trim those or do something with them because they're a little long. Quarter of an inch each. Down.
Do you want me to see if I can find shorter screws?
No, that's fine. I got a tool in my little pouch where I can fix them.
I'm filming you.
That's all right.
can hold it for you if you want.
No, it's fine. We'll get it. I just don't want it falling down. Just for a minute. Cut these back. No, we're laughing, Nancy.
Morning, it's Nancy today. Well, it's a lovely day today. At least I feel good. The clouds are coming in, I guess. It was beautiful a few minutes ago. Want to see my crocuses? They're not outside. Outside there's lots of snow, but it's starting to go away. Want to see? Look at that. I can start to see my mess. Pretty cool, eh? So today's going to be an awesome day, just because I said so. So how many things can I think of to be grateful for? I'm grateful I have a family. I'm grateful for all the love that the family has for me. I'm grateful that I love them. I'm grateful for my husband. I'm grateful I'm alive. I'm not in terrible pain. I'm grateful for the sunshine and that the end of winter is coming. I'm grateful for these new windows up here in our bedroom. I'm grateful that I have the Savior. I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful that I'm loved. I'm grateful for all of you guys. I'm grateful that my legs work and I can go for a walk. I'm grateful that I'm in a beautiful place where I can go for a walk. I'm grateful that I know a bit of wisdom. I'm grateful that I have scriptures and that I can learn from the teachings of other people. I'm grateful for the Holy Spirit that guides me. I'm grateful that I can improve and get to be better than I am now. I'm grateful for my trials. I'm grateful for remembering that the Lord is with me and I can handle anything. That wasn't a challenge. Anyway, you have an awesome day and I'll keep you updated. Bye. You can do this at home. Gratitude makes you feel really happy. Try it. You'll like it. Morning, it's Nancy today. Well, it is such a gorgeous day. Willem and I went outside and walked down to the entrance to the pond. Gee, my hair looks pretty bad when it's all wet. Anyway, we went down to the entrance to the pond, the Fiddlehead Pond, and I put on my snowshoes just like I did yesterday. And we walked in, and for most of the way until we got onto the Triaqua Trail, clothespin trail? What do we call it? Clothesline trail? No. Cloth walk. Yeah, the cloth walk. The first part from Fiddlehead to Iceberg Pond. And Willem's feet kept going in. They kept dropping in about 1.5 feet or something. But my snowshoes were keeping me up perfectly. And so we went to the waterfall. Oh, it's lovely. There's still snow on parts of it. The snow now is little, maybe like BB-sized ice crystals. So it falls apart pretty easily and you can sink in. But the snowshoes held me up. So we looked at that, and then part of part of Iceberg Pond is open from the spring on one side and the waterfall on the other, and then from the exit, is that called the mouth? Where it goes leaves? Is that the mouth of the stream? Well, look, the grade is coming up the hill. He just came up and graded it the other day. Oh well. Needs to grade the road to the dump. Anyway, so I had a hard time turning around there at the waterfall. I was going to go over to the spring, but it was not going to happen. So we went back, and I laid in my hammock. Willem just stood there. I was quite out of breath. It was so beautiful to lay there. It was such a beautiful place. She's going down backwards. This is stuff I could never see before. I never looked out the window here. Anyway, so then what happened? Then we walked back to the new teepee. What's that teepee called? Deer Blind Teepee, where I hope to be able to sit and watch the deer. We sat there, he sat there in the chair, the white chair outside, and I was going to go in, but then I couldn't really get get to do it, and it was going to be down a foot or foot and a half to step into the teepee, and the inside of it looked kind of muddy. So instead I walked back on the cloth walk trail towards the other direction, towards Serenity Dippity Pond. And I walked over there and I took a photo. My little iPod, my white iPod, does not like to do anything anymore. It'll say it's fully charged, and then I try and make a video. I emptied all my videos off of everything, and it still wouldn't work. Just makes these very short videos, like half a second, or half a minute or something, or a few seconds. Anyway, but I went over there and I took a photo of Iceberg Pond, no, of Serenity Dippity Pond and Horseshoe Island Teepee, because this is an island that goes around the pond. On account of the meadow, turns into, what do we call the meadow? Sedge meadow? Yeah, sedge meadow. Canary grass meadow, I guess. There is sedge in there too. Oh, sounds like he's coming back up. Anyway, and then, while Willem was sitting relaxing from falling into the snow every second step or every single step, it was coming up above his knees. This is April 7th, mind you. And so I walked back towards him, and then I went and laid down in sumac teepee. Oh, he's just leveling it. He's not grading it. Oh, he's climbing on that far side. Oh, interesting. Anyway, so then I went and laid in the hammock on Sumac Hill. Had to lay on my coat because there was snow in that hammock. Had to dump it out first. Lay on my coat. Then we came back up, and I got all hot and bothered, so I took a nice bath in our nice brand new bathroom, which is where we are now. Red face, regular color, red color. It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Alrighty then, talk to you later. Enjoy this beautiful day. Bye-bye. Well, I got a new iPod. This is an iPod 5th generation. So it's a bit longer than my other iPod. My other one is small. But it's, sorry, just reading that. I like this. I asked you guys, what would you like to do if you came to visit me? And these are the best ideas ever. I just love it. I'm going to read them to you, okay? I don't know, Nance. Oh, wait a minute. Since I'm a soap maker too, I think we'd make soap and talk about life. I'm thinking we could hop in a canoe and go for a ride. We would go to the dump and then just go home and sit and talk. I would love to have a Bible study with you and prayer. Then we would go on a nature walk and then come back and have tea time with little finger sandwiches and your homemade cookies. For a parting gift, you give me one of your homemade baskets filled. Click on that. With your homemade soap and tell me it's one of the loveliest days you've spent in a long time. Lol. After I leave your house, I will then go visit Betty. Because she lives near the Louisa May Alcott place in Sleepy Hollow. Okay, another person. Laugh, lay in the hammocks and listen to nature. Laugh, bake molasses cookies. Laugh, swim in the spring-fed pool. Giggle, cook things on a stick in the fire in the glass teepee. Laugh, swing, explore, try new things, smell all the soaps on the soap shelf. Sneak and watch the deer at night. Laugh some more, listen to Willem play the piano. Dump visit. There's just so much. This is awesome that this camera is recording and not turning off. Go to the dump, then do some crafting with the treasures we found there. Go to the dump and make cookies. Go to the dump, then lay in the hammocks till dark, then spend the rest of the night with the fire in the teepee. Take a walk in nature to identify all of the plants and herbs. sit knitting or crocheting, and talk, maybe have some tea time or visit a national forest or state park or see waterfalls. We don't have state parks in Canada. They're provincial parks or federal parks. Make soap, drink tea, talk, visit the dump, swim at the pond, bonfire in the teepee, make some soap, and of course cook some soup, not necessarily in that order though. Walk through the woods and talk of God's blessings, have a campfire at the end of the day with our families, and tell stories and sing songs. Plant a garden. Cook, cruise at your mega mall, or go eat at a restaurant. I want to try your fiddleheads. Oh, and learn how to make soaps and make pottery. Go to the landfill where you find all those goodies. Make soap, weave, sit and listen to Mother Nature. Make apple crisp and apple pies. Walk in the woods, throw walks in the pond, dam up a creek for old time's sake. Admire how we've grown into beautiful women inside and out. Canoeing and hammocking. Talk and have fun. I wouldn't mind making some soap together. Make some awesome soap, have a wander around the countryside, and then chill with you in your teepee. And we would have a Reiki session and connect with nature. Cooking and crafting, canoeing, and a visit to the dump. Explore your beautiful property. Make soap, cook together, laugh, and have the most wonderful sharing time about our family. Sharing about our family, God, things that make us happy. And we could visit the dump. That would be so much fun. You know, this might take more than a day. Lol. It would be grand for sure. We would take a walk and look at the pond, hammocks, teepees, and look at your pottery, cook together, and talk. Take a long walk and have a getting to know each other talk. Make soap, go to the dump, lay in the hammocks, and have a fire in the teepee. Go to the dump and create things. We'd spin some yarn, go foraging, make soap. Lots of people said make soap. See your teepee for sure. Help you in any way I could, as I know you're going through a rough time right now, that we could put some music on and you could show me your dance like the one on YouTube. It always makes me smile. I like that dance. Think I would make us a lovely Victorian tea to share. We would just enjoy our tea and get to know each other. Work in your garden and do some weaving. Sew or play with fiber. Or just walk around your lovely property and talk. What awesome ideas. You know, I should just spend the day doing all these things. It's melting outside, so it's spring thaw. It's a lovely day. Okay, now I'll see if this new camera uploads. Bye-bye. This. The snow is melting. It's gonna be spring. Boy, it's different to see it raining. So today's April 8th. Stop feeding the deer because I guess they got all this to browse on now. This. The snow is melting. It's gonna be spring. When
now that the snow is going, it's harder to see into the woods. It was nice when it was white on the ground in there. Then you could see the terrain, you know, where the hills are. And it's very interesting to look into there. But now that the snow is gone, you see, it all becomes kind of invisible in there. Spring thaw to me is quite a season. It's an in-between. And it takes about, I don't know, it seems like it's a month or so to go from one season to the next. And there's something unsettling about it. It's like having the rug pulled out from under you. Everything, you've gotten used to the way everything is, and then it all starts to change. And once it's all dry and it's actually spring, then it's settled down. But now, you know, with this whole changing thing, it's a bit different. Hello, it's Nancy today. Well, guess what? We're on our way over to see our little grandbaby. Daddy doesn't get to, Willem Bopa doesn't get to hold him very often. And I wanted to go hold him too. I haven't seen him for a whole week. Imagine a whole week, actually a week and a half. So I gotta go see him because, you know, he changes very fast at this little tiny stage. He's now 2 weeks old or something. I have to go take lots of little pictures of him so I can chart it, you know. I like having a grandbaby, and I'm grateful that his mommy lets me come over and hold him. I should probably have made some food and brought it along for them. Not really all that great in that department, but I should try harder. Anyway, let you know. Bye. Snow is going away. Foxes sleep in the forest.
It's a copyrighted song, you know, we cannot put it on YouTube.
Oh, here's so much. Look at the water in them. Starting to have lots of water around. The closer you get to our house, the more snow there is. But look at this. Fields are starting to show. Our fences. We have nice fences in Canada. Hello, it's Nancy today, and Olympia.
Don't say that. Start over.
Look at that. snow is going away. I guess this makes the woods accessible. It's pretty hard to go with snowshoes in them. With all those branches down low and everything. Hello, it's Nancy today and Willem today. Perhaps he's Willem tomorrow. This is Iceberg Pond on account of how cold it is. I hear geese. So today is April 7th. It's the first day we ventured out here to the ponds to walk the Triaqua Trail. I don't think Willem's into walking the whole trail. I think he's getting exhausted just trying to stay on top of the snow. Doesn't want anybody on top of it.
Oh yes, and
Yes?
the later it gets, the more the snow melts and the more I sink in. Yeah,
And the more what?
the more I sink in.
Well, there's going to be water on the bottom later. So right now we're pretty good. I can hear geese over there. Somewhere.
Good.
Oh,
See
there.
them.
Oh, those are. Hey, that's a. Oh, look at them. I could see them.
Yeah, where?
Way far away. I hear another flock over here.
Yeah, over there somewhere. Yeah.
They're really high up. This is the month that I always spend sitting, lying in hammocks out here somewhere. Oh, there they are. No, I wonder if I can get them. Look at how many there are. Honk, honk, honk.
Where are they? I didn't see them.
They're right ahead. They're over the road. My feet are pointing to them. They're going to intersect the last group. Oh, they're going over there. Oh, they're coming around.
No, you can see those little branches.
Well, I don't know. It's because I'm Nancy today. Nancy
you're Nancy
today is
today, that's what she is.
amazing. Just ask her. And hear the waterfall. Can you hear the waterfall?
Uh-huh.
This is very relaxing. It's very important that you put up a hammock and you leave it up all year so that you can lie down on it any time you darn well feel like it. It's very important. Especially if you're out snowshoeing, you need to have a place to take a break. Don't you think, Willem? Hi. Is a break as good as a rest? See that beautiful waterfall? The sound of geese in the background. There's more geese coming. Up there somewhere. My little box is still here. The one that has dry socks and mittens in it. Isn't that awesome? There they go. Flying into the sun. Abe should go rock climbing on that rock there. Except if he hurt himself, there's no way to get him to safety. You gonna hold this while I get my snowshoes on? You're pointing them at the ground.
You still want to do, man. Just turn it off.
Just turn you off. Goodbye. Okay, now just put it on your shoulder, just like that. You want to go to the next pond?
No, thank you. You go straight back.
Okay. enough of all this wonderful nature. Wonderful deep snow. These bindings are awesome. They're really better than any bindings I've had. These are the ones that they taught me at Alba Wilderness School.
Oh, yeah. Is this thing still recording?
Yep.
I'll try to keep it pointed at you. Okay, just go. How do you turn this thing off?
Trying to pocket these, I don't know if it's working.
I think from here, I was going to say from here and I'll be okay, but nah.
You can use that pole to help you get up. Use the pole to help. You okay?
I need to take a rest.
You want to sit in the pinky and lie on the hammock? Well, here's a chair up here you can sit in.
Yeah.
Here, I'll take it for you. Oh, poor sweetheart. There we go. More geese. Well, it's not good enough shape. It's all very dirty, filled with leaves. So, I think I shall carry on. Now those trees that are down like that, there's a hammock right around the corner from that. Looks like this is a deer run here. Chickadee-dee-dee-dee. Chickadee-dee-dee-dee. Let's go up to the hammock over there. Now where the deer have been, it's going to be hard-packed snow. But beside it, it won't be. There's a hammock over there. I should probably get out of here while I can. There's another hammock. I'm not sure where. There is one here. Oh yes, there's one there and one there. Oh, this is going to fall right in, but that's already down. Ah yes, I remember this. There's the stream right under it. Well, it wasn't a stream under it, it was just more deer tracks here. It was a low part. I sat here and made a pine needle basket once. Or I started it. Do you remember that? This is where I was. It had a shell in the middle. Water. Water, and there's the stream. There's another hammock over there. Oh, shoot. Crossed my feet. Wonder what's in the bag. I'm not gonna find out though. Oh, I can really see the stream moving up there. I think I should go back. Should get out of this I'm gonna end up with wet feet, wet boots. It's too hard to walk where there's all this stuff in the way. Okay, I'm gonna go up on the edge of that. There's ice down here, so we're good. This is good. Got snow out here to walk on. When you snowshoe, it's important you snowshoe on snow. We're doing it. We're okay. This is very tangled bit of alders here. Oops. Oops. See, once the sun gets to it, it takes away all of its strength. But in the shade, it's still nice and frozen. So we're good. Okay. Have to get through this. I could go that way. It looks pretty open that way. As long as it's not in the sun. And I've got some strength on it. Can't walk across that in snowshoes. Absolutely not. Uh-oh, sun has been here. It's good that we're capable of learning. See, the waterfall's way over there. Uh-oh. Snowshoe came off. Alright, we're back on again. I'll walk across all these branches, I guess. You're still with me, are you? Branches act as snowshoes of their own. Have to get through there. I could go down that way and around. Or I could just see if I can. No, I have to go around. Okay, let's get the snowshoe back on now. Okay,
Look at this. Let's go across this. I did it. I'm free. Back out on here. The snow is deeper, so even though the sun is on it, it's stronger. It's had more rain hitting it. That's Horseshoe Island Teepee. Uh-oh. See, I'm not in the open, so the snow is not as... whatever. When I built this teepee, there was nothing here. No alders. Well, I guess if I push the button with my thumb, which is down here on the bottom where I'm holding this thing, if I push it with my thumb, it turns off. I have to be careful. This is a good time to snowshoe when it's not so cold. I mean, it is freezing. It's not as cold as it could be at -30, -20, -10. When the sun isn't shining, who wants to come out here anyway, you know? Today's a good day. I can hear the waterfall. It's behind that, all that stuff. Maybe I can zoom in on it for you. See if I can do that. No, it doesn't zoom with this one. It only zooms with the other side. These fingers are frozen. That's too. I have nothing to say except I am very tired. It would be much better to be in a hammock right here. Guess I should put in some posts so I can hang a hammock. We stood on the other side of the stream, which is at the end of this rectangular pond. We stood there and looked at it and decided to buy this property. It's so awesome. I wonder if this will turn off if I turn it around. I don't even see the turnaround thing anymore. No turnaround thing. And the wind blows, you can really hear the waterfall. Something's going overhead. I saw a shadow between the sun and where this was. So it must be going up over there. Don't know what it was. A bird of some sort.
Those are awesome snowshoes. They really kept me going. They're good. I'm glad to have snowshoes. I think I got them for $25 or $20 at a yard sale. It's a good place out here, isn't it? I'm glad to have this chair. Very thankful. I'm also glad to have these mittens. I'm glad they were in the basket for me. Look, like that box under that chair. There's one up at the upper pond. What's it called? Iceberg Pond by the waterfall. Below my hammock. You know, I have 4 hammocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hammocks at Iceberg Pond. One is the one I laid in this morning. Another one is just up right beside the waterfall, but it broke. So part is laying on the ground. Unless I went and picked it up and brought it and put it somewhere else. And then there's one under the trees, the spruce trees, by Elida's teepee, which is no longer there. It's on that hill there, overlooking the pond. So there's the one I lay in, one up by the waterfall, that one of Elida's, and then around the end, there's that one. I can see it from here. But a log fell on it. So a tree fell on it. So those are 4 hammocks up there. The one that I use is in the trees by the spring and down over on this side, where I was today by the waterfall. At this pond, I have no hammocks at all. I have a bench there, like a chaise lounge I built. I have a chair over there, and there's a double chair there that needs to go back to the dump. There's a teepee, and in the teepee is a hammock. There's a chair up there, where I always listen to the birds. There's that chair there, which are really too low. The feet are only about 4 inches high. And there's this chair and the one I'm in. There used to be a teepee standing right here with 2 hammocks in it, where Mary Jane and I would lie down, and she would come to visit for a week or a few days every year. That was really nice. I should have a hat on to protect me from the rays of the warm sun. Need those rays. Need that vitamin D. I never did agree with sunscreen. I always thought that was a silly, silly, silly idea. If you put on sunscreen on your children, how are they going to get vitamin D? It just didn't make sense. Now everybody's got this vitamin D deficiency. Duh. My dad asked me once, why don't I wear sunscreen? I guess he had a melanoma. He had a little cancer on a mole on his lip. Or on his, whatever that is. He asked if I wore sunscreen, because he was, of course, putting it on every day. I said, no. He said, why not? And I said, I don't think it's good for you. Alas. See, he wore sunscreen and now he's dead. See, that just goes to show. Yeah, he was 80. He died of a heart attack, I think. No, he was 82. You want to look at something other than me? Should I turn it off now? Are you getting tired of this? You can change it any time. I'll just keep filming just because I feel like it. I'm remembering the times I've sat in these chairs. I really like having a memory. That chair up there, I spent a lot of time sitting there watching the birds and listening to them. There's a kingbird that makes a nest far over there. And then there's lots of little yellow warblers that come here. They say, sweet, sweet, very, very, very sweet. Sweet, sweet, very, very sweet. Sweet, sweet, very, very sweet. I heard some robins the other day. Yes, today is April the 9th. I like talking to you guys. It's nice to have you out here with me. I never feel lonely when I have my camera on. I've got all of you. All 10 of you that'll ever watch this video. But 10 is a lot of people. You know, if I had 10 people sitting beside me, then that's quite a crowd. Well, I guess I should do something else, like get back on my snowshoes and walk some more. But I don't want to. But the longer I wait, the more chance of the snow getting warm and letting me fall through. A lot of water coming down that hill. Filling it up down here. That's strictly runoff. That waterfall is. I guess I could go lie in Sumac Hill hammock. I wonder if Willem's wondering where I am. I wasn't coming out here without him because I was afraid of getting stuck and not having help. But when we came out yesterday and I lay in the hammock and he just wanted to go home. He didn't want to lay down. You know, it's very, not nice to want to lie in a hammock and relax for an undetermined long length of time and to be with somebody who's standing up waiting for you. Like, how long are you going to lie in the hammock then? Not half an hour for sure. Maybe 2 minutes, 5 at the outside. But I laid in it for at least half an hour this morning. I would have laid in those in the marsh woods. I think it's important to have some really good waterproof boots when the snow goes away. And I can go to those hammocks. There's so much to do here. Not like, I don't want to take care of animals. I don't want to have that kind of work where it's lifting and responsibility and can't go away. But there's a lot to explore. I love exploring. To be able to just see what it looks like right now. I mean, I've been here before. I kind of know it all. But everything changes, you know, the amount of alders, the width of them, how they're bending. This year we didn't have an ice storm that laid everything flat. Shouldn't say that. The cold weather is not completely gone. It's very hard getting through the alders by the pond, the Fiddlehead Pond. Because they laid it flat. No, they were laying flat. They were laid flat. Have lain. Lay, laid. have lain. The snow lay on them, and it laid them low, or it lay them low. So they all now lay on the ground. Lie on the ground. Lay on the ground. They lay on the ground. I don't even know. Well, I'm going to stop talking now. But looking at that picture, it's really a beautiful place here. I'm glad I get to video it so other people can see it too. Well, you saw it here last. It'll be like this tomorrow, only a lot less white. It's going up to +11 today. Might already be above freezing. It was just 0 when it came out here at 7:30, and now what time is it? 10:30. No, it was 8:30 when I came out. I could probably watch the ice on the pond melt. Well, it's in the shade right there, but so it's not going to melt as fast. Alright, goodbye. I have to turn you off my nose because these fingers are not going to work. Morning, it's Nancy today. I'm outside, got my snowshoes on, and I'm headed for a walk on the Triaqua Trail. Mostly, I just wanted to come out here and lie in a hammock in the sunshine. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm walking along. Maybe I'll go over and see the waterfall, but it doesn't look like it's in the sun anymore. Look how big the stream is now. What a beautiful place to live. You know, when the realtor showed this place to us, we walked in and saw the pond, and that was it. We were taken. We were sold, and we wanted to buy it. And now, I mean, that was a different pond. That was a very small pond on the stream. And before we bought it, I came here. Willem had to go to work, but I came with my little children, or while they were in school. Yeah, I guess it must have been in school because I came with my bicycle and I wanted to go biking around here. But of course that didn't really work because you can't bike on these hills. Well, there are some that do, but I can't. And I had been biking in the flat area where we had been living. Look at that. We even see the pond now. It's wonderful. There it is. It's the waterfall. Isn't it beautiful? But the water is now coming down here and filling up the marsh. That's why this is called. That's why Horseshoe Island is an island. Well, Becky, I need you to help me dam that up there. So it'll all go into here. And not fill the marsh. But it's so beautiful, isn't it? Whoa. Look at that. There's the ground. Peeing in the snow, looking at the ground through the hole. It's the nearest thing I'll ever get to spring. Going into the upper stream. This is the creek. This is what the upper stream is. So many sounds.
There's another spring over there. You see that? That's a spring there. These are the tracks where the deer have been. Look at those icicles. Look at that chunk of ice there. Hello, it's me, Nancy, today. I'm lying in my hammock at Iceberg Pond, listening to the waterfall. I got my mitts out of the box. See my box down there? It's because it's freezing today. It's 32 or 0. And it's, I needed my gloves. I didn't wear any. Isn't that beautiful? A few minutes the sun will come up over those trees and then it'll be warmer. It's like this isn't real. You know, it's like it's a dream. This is what heaven is, right? Blue sky. I woke up this morning and I had to get out of bed because it was such a beautiful morning and I was missing the day. That's why I'm down here. I think I woke up at 8:30 and I came straight down here. What time is it now? It's 5 after 9. Brought my snowshoes. I snowshoed across Canary Meadow, is that what it's called? You always called it the marsh. But it's not really a marsh except in the spring when the spring thaw's going on. The deer sleep on the top of the hills and they keep watch. The one with the birches over there. It's 3 birches hillside. Actually, I think they're all aspen. So the deer stick still. Can you see the water rushing down the hill? There, I'll zoom in on it for you. My son is into rock climbing. I think that would be a good rock to climb. I've climbed it before. Actually, it's a nice gentle incline on the far side. A starling was going in our attic today, or not in the attic, in the eaves, I guess. The soffit has a hole in it. He was going in there, and I freaked out. I thought, oh no, he's going in there. And then I thought, you know what? We're going to replace it. We might as well just watch him. Starting to be buds on the branches, are there? You can see them on some of the branches. There, that one. Right. Oh, raining out there. Can you hear it? We have a steel roof. Look at that. You have a broken eaves trough. It only comes, this part here is all that's left on there. The rest broke off because of the snow coming off of it. Look at that water. There There's our snow. I kind of liked it when this was a icicle. I picked up the trash in the yard. It had blown here and there. I got most of it. Have to get rid of that metal. There's a metal bar thing out there, and this window right there. Have to come off. Otherwise, those poles have to be planted. Our first thunderstorm. Oh yes, and our teepee needs its top back on. Should have done that today. Before the rain came. There's my husband. Say hello, Willem.
Hello.
You didn't say hello, Willem. You just said hello.
I'm just tired.
He's very busy. Look at him busying. What are you working on there, Willem?
A Sudoku.
What goes there? A
You don't
3,
know yet.
right? It must be a 3.
We don't know just yet.
Oh, maybe it's a 2. No, maybe it's a 1. Oh, look, we have something there, too. What could be there? Oh, it could be a 3 or a 5. Look at all these. You've got 1, 5, 5 in that one. Between the 2 and the 4. You figured out a 5 twice. You're not listening to me, are you? You're ignoring me, Willem. Ignoring me, Willem. Willem?
Mm-hmm.
You're ignoring me.
I'm so sad.
Oh, Willem. Can't ignore your wife. I'll have to go look at the rain. Oh, things are happening here. The season of spring thaw. Hey, are those snow getting smaller as we speak? That's from making windows. I have to finish fixing the windows here. Hey, look, we have droplets. Doesn't that make you want to stick a cup out and just have a drink? See, over there I have some flowers. I have some tulips. Isn't that amazing? Mm-hmm. Let's look at Willem again. Hi, Willem. What you doing, Willem?
I already told you.
But I forgot. You're ignoring me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll get you later. I'll get you. See, aren't we a cute couple?
Hmm.
Look at how much rain is there in the distance. All that over there. those piles of snow will be gone. Oh, I know what this red is. I keep looking at all this red stuff and wondering what that is. That's the branch of the willow. That's what that is. That I did for the willow. I have to plant all the rest of those posts. Well, it's been fun, but I guess I've got to let you go. Bye. I have to play outside today. It's beautiful. So I was thinking, from my window up there, I look outside here, from that window up there, and I see this area right here. That area right there becomes my focal point. So I thought maybe I should try tidying up some of the stuff around here. I don't know where you're going to go, though. Maybe I should put up this hammock, too. But you know what? That post is going to be right under this hammock. So the hammock should go across here to the well. Yes, that's perfect. What a great idea. Okay. Hey, you're filming the wrong way.